Prince and the Gordian Knot, well, that song was a turning point in the development of the album. It was it was written past the halfway point, or I should say written and completed, because there was lots of material that was started that wasn't finished during the writing process for the first album. One of the ways in which it marked a turning point for me was that it had this dark feel, although you know, most of the album has a dark sound to it. But this one, Tristan wrote the hook and the verse, and I heard it and it harkened back to another time for me, and I was like, that's it. We can move forward with this one. This is what the album needs. And we finished writing the music together, and it hung around for a little while. I had a few lines for lyrics. I wasn't sure what it was going to be about. And then one evening we wanted to take a break, wanted to watch a film, and Tristan saw The Wizard of Oz was on iTunes, and he said, "Do you want to watch The Wizard of Oz?" And I have seen it several times, but not in about 25 years. Perhaps was the last time I saw it. I don't remember how long ago. And I thought, okay, sure, let's watch it. I wonder what my perception of the film will be now at this point in my life. And it was different than what I recall the film to be. My previous recollections of the film were quite different, and I found myself writing things down. And there was a scene where they all come out. Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Lion, and the Scarecrow come out of the forest and go into a field of poppies. And, you know, one of the characters says something, poppies. And I just thought to myself, out of the darkness of the forest into poppies. Out of darkness into poppies. And I had the first line of the first verse. And the next morning, I wrote the rest of the lyrics in a half hour, which is unusual for me because normally I take a long time to write the lyrics. I made a couple of changes later, just before we recorded it, but most of it was written. Most of it was written that morning. Some of the songs I like to tell the story of, you know, what it's about. This one, I think I'd like to leave to, you know, the listener. You know, they can impute whatever they want to on it. It's like all of the lyrics that I write or co-write. It's very personal to me. There's usually at least a bit of, you know, there always is a bit of a real life story that happened to me that's in the lyrics. But as you know, the process of writing the lyrics, the story changes a bit, or it goes in a bit of a different direction. It just goes where it needs to go. And this one, yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that.